Hey, welcome to Greenland review, new movie by Gerard Butler. Now, this should be quite interesting here. I think they wanted to release this movie earlier, but seeing that the time that we're going in, as I'm doing this movie review for this apocalyptic type of deal. Planet, extinction level, comet, etc. type of movie. And the time that we are in right now with, coronavirus, global pandemic, maybe they don't want to release it just yet. They had a trailer out just the other day, and for some reason, the producers removed the trailer off the internet. I'm thinking maybe they didn't want to startle people anymore. But this seems to be, an action-based type of deal here. I'm just on the IMDb website here, and just going through some information. Now, when are they? Let's see here. Country USA, language English, release date June 12, 2020. Okay, so I'm at the time I'm creating this review here. This is like April, the end of April 2020. Few months down the road, they're planning to release this, apocalyptic action movie. And in it, of course, we got Gerard Butler. Every time I think of Gerard, this is the image that comes to my mind here. King Leonidas, right, from Sparta. This is Sparta. I love that scene where he kicks the messenger right into that hole in the ground. And it just put, I think a lot of people, when they're thinking of Gerard Butler, they're thinking of this here image, Greek warrior, king, leader, etc. Second, the co-star here, his co-star, beautiful lady here. I'm just going to go back to IMDb here. Marina, just for pronunciation. I don't know if I pronounce this right, Bakarin. I just remember her. She's Gerard Butler's co-star. I remember her for this role here primarily, where she plays the girlfriend of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, Canadian superstar, Hollywood superstar. It's one of my favorite actors, actually, Ryan Reynolds. He's always full of action, humor, lots of humor with this guy. Always great movies, but she was in that movie Deadpool. She was, I think she was a stripper or something like that. But this guy had issues. Look at him; he looked like two avocados, were mating with each other, and this was the end result, based on what his sidekick character in the movie claimed. So it wasn't that pretty. But, the duo fell in love. But that's what she, when I think of her, or whenever I see her picture, I'm thinking, hey, that's Deadpool's girlfriend. And then the third actor, powerhouse actor, Scott Glenn. He's made so many movies. For me personally, when I think of Scott Glenn, I think of the movie Backdraft that I watched. I think it was in the 90s or late 80s. Don't quote me on the exact date. I believe either the late 80s or early 90s. They had a blockbuster movie called Backdraft. Fireman movie. A friend of mine, I grew up in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. One of my best friends at the time, when I was going to high school, guy by the name of Jason, he came up to me and he said, hey, you got to see this movie. Come see this movie. He says, do you like firemen? I said, well, I'm glad we have firemen out there because, in case we have fire, they're the guys that are going to be running into the fire, to save our asses. But he says, well, this is the kind of movie, it's so good that it would want to make you become a fireman. And I'm like, well, if it's that powerful, and I'm not even looking to be a fireman, and I knew Jason wasn't looking to be a fireman, I said, we got to go and see this movie. But in the movie, Scott Glenn, he played a powerful part in that movie, and he's also very well known for Daredevil. Okay, Daredevil. I believe that's Marvel movie, Marvel production company, etc. One of the main characters in Daredevil. But back to Greenland here. Greenland, what it seems to be, is asteroid type of deal, right? Comet breaks up. Parts of it are headed towards Earth. Apocalyptic event. These guys here, based on my understanding so far, if I get some more information, I will release more information as I get it. But based on my understanding right now, being it's only April, end of April 2020, what we're looking at here, a family races against time, right? Running out of time before the asteroid hits Earth. There was another movie back in the day, in the 90s, I believe it was called Deep Impact with Morgan Freeman. That type of deal, that type of high caliber, high energy movie. Of course, Gerard Butler always delivers, that intense energy that we need, and his counterpart, co-star here, she definitely, Morena, is going to give us some balance with the intense energy of Gerard Butler. But basically they're racing to get to a bunker to save their family, and of course they're going to be going through some horrendous issues. So that's what we're looking at here, coming out in June 2020. I'm looking forward. I'm hoping, what can I say right now? Everyone is in lockdown at the time of me doing this review, right? We're all in lockdown. So who knows what's going to happen? Are they going to start releasing the masses into the public, opening up the economy? If they do, will it be safe to actually go and see this movie? That's another thing I'm thinking here. They put a lot of money into this type of deal, into this type of high caliber, especially with Gerard. Gerard Butler is not a cost-effective actor. If you have him in a movie, you got to pay big ka-ching to get this guy into your movie. So I'm thinking that they might delay, because if they want to make money with this movie, they need a lot of people in the theaters. They got to have lineups at the theaters on the outside. They got to have tons and tons of people coming into the theaters, right? In order to cash in on their investment. So we're going to have to see how this is all going to play out, because currently, right, we are in global pandemic, and getting together, especially in a small building, movie theater, is not the greatest idea. So we're going to have to see. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Anyways, this concludes my review. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will come back with more reviews. I do both reviews on movies as well as on music, musicians, artists, etc. Those type of reviews, trending stuff. Okay, fairly new channel here. I have a few other channels that I'm very well experienced with YouTube. I got another channel that's doing very, very well. Totally different idea altogether. But this is a new gig, new deal for me. I grew up a young child here in Canada. Always loved watching movies. So exciting, so exciting. So I figure, since it is one of my passions, as well as music, might as well put some of this passion into YouTube to share value with you guys here. If you like this video and if you enjoyed the content on this channel, guys, find the big red button, subscribe, click the bell notification. That way every single time I go live with a new review, a new entertainment type of deal, you'll be one of the very first people to get access to that freshly created content. Anyways, again, I am going to thank you guys for watching me, giving me your time. Take care.